Dog, sometimes that Skinner blood just runs deep.
I just love him so much.
It's hard to explain to people what Skinner is.
They think that it's so redneck.
They think it is, which I mean, Giant, Rebel Flag.
Right.
Sweet Home Alabama. Raising Hell all the time.
But
dude.
you
It's
also,
such good
I mean, that at that time, obviously we know that flag is unacceptable. But at the time, it didn't have the meaning. It didn't carry at least.
It had the meaning. Just nobody.
No. I know what Alex is saying.
I'm saying it wasn't associated with like white supremacy groups. At least I know that it was.
Under their way of ruling it, and some people, it was being carried as Southern pride.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what it was.
Not white supremacy and all that stuff that has really become more, which it could argue that from its conception, it was part of that. And it certainly took on that meaning after the Civil War. But there was also a period of time where that flag was more of, like you said, Southern pride and not just, hey, look, we're racist and we're letting everybody know. You know what I mean? But, yes, they get written off just because they're a bunch of good old boys. And, man, it's just such good music.
I don't know if they get written off. There's some, if you want to talk about artists that gets written off because of some of the stuff that they're done, it's for sure like people like David Allan Coe. Like, great songwriter, but then he took those biker years.
He was actually, kind of. He falls more into the category maybe of the other meaning of the flag.
You think so? I don't truly think so.
You are a bigger fan of him than I am. I am familiar with some of his music, but not as familiar as you.
He's been called the biggest fake in country music many times. Some bitches from Ohio. Lied about being on death row. Did go to jail. They say he learned to play the blues, like most, just from the blacks in the jail. I hate the way that sounds. The black people in the jail. And, he comes out. Dude's got a great voice, writes good songs. Pretty sure he wrote, what's Johnny Paycheck's big hit? Take This Job and Shove It? Pretty sure that's him. He's got a nice B-side catalog as well, but those biker year songs, I'm not going to say them right here, but a lot of that stuff, I don't think he's in the Country Music Hall of Fame, which is crazy. But I respect them for standing on at least a principle. But, stuff like that, I think the level that you're speaking about, I think Coe's in that level. I don't think Skinner's in that mindset.
I think, though, I 100% get what you're saying. What I'm saying, though, is that Leonard Skinner should be more of like Beatles and Rolling Stones tier. That's what I'm saying.
Dog, we got us an Office tier list. I love Skinner.
An Office tier list that's going to make a lot of people angry.
I love Skinner.
Are we talking? So y'all talking about the under 27 like died when they were under 27?
We've moved on past
I know,
that.
but I was just asking. What about Juice WRLD?
Okay, we're not doing that.
Dog,
it's the list that he was speaking of was people that died at 27 and that were
at 27.
At 27, they were 27 years old when they died.
Okay.
Why'd you bring up Juice WRLD? Was
because
he
died under 27 when he was under 27.
No. That's at 27.
Doesn't count.
Okay.
And
it wouldn't have counted anyway.
I'm pretty sure he was developed. He was pretty developed too. He'd probably be in the middle. Like we just don't know. Like Morrison.
Couldn't name one song of that man. Don't know anything.
Juice Man, I know. I called him Juice Man. What's his name? Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD.
I know that it wasn't spelled right. I know that.
Yeah, it was not. It was WRLD.
I don't understand all these rappers with the names spelled. How do you even say that one fella's name?
What? Yeah, that one fella. Yeah.
The one that got jumped in the bathtub.
Oh, 6ix9ine.
Oh, Teriyaki 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it for real?
I don't know. I don't like him, so
I have nothing. I just see that name and I'm like, what does this mean?
With 69 tattooed on your face, I'm out.
Yeah, I've seen those looks, and I just don't want to listen to his music.
I would like to know how it's pronounced, though. I would like to know that.
I call him Teriyaki 6ix9ine. I think that's. But
that works for me.
I think it's Takeshi, Rikishi.
I have no idea.
Ben, don't sit there and act like you don't know his name.
I don't.
You listen to
I don't
Bad
listen
Bunny,
to his music.
You listen to Teriyaki 6ix9ine, and now you're gonna get on the pod and pretend like you don't know these guys. No, that's not Ben.
On to the tier list of good music.
Take it back. Ben does. I'll give Ben a pass. He does listen like spoiled milks, stuff like that.
Hot milk.
Yeah. Real quick, before there's still music related. Before we get to this list stuff, Probably the most unattractive thing I told a girl when we talk about concerts we've gone to.
Yeah.
And we were on the same page, and then I accidentally mentioned Vince Sevenfold and Slipknot, and she was like, "Excuse me?" I was like, Moving forward, I think I'm going to save those when I'm talking to the females about concerts I've been to.
Well, you could look at that one or two ways. You could weed them out with that, or just hide it.
I think I'm going to hide it. I don't
know. I mean, if that's the kind of girl you're after.
So with this office tier list, we've broken it down. The standard S, A, B, C, D, and in the S tier, completely untouchable in no order. Michael Jackson and the Beatles. I think we've all agreed on that within the office. And next we get towards the A tier, and we do try to base it on, I think, our personal liking of the people. What we call it, slappability.
Well, we certainly, the boundaries that were set is we randomly went throughout the office and named a artist or band.
Yes.
And there is certainly personal bias into who we named.
Yeah.
Now, then we went through the office and took votes to put them in a spot in a tier or whatever. But there's certainly personal bias in here, and there will be people who have not been included. There have been people that shouldn't be included.
We'll just keep adding.
So
you want me to run down through the A tier, just run it down in order? And we'll just list them? Because that is...
Or so are we... We're saying these are not in a particular order.
No, this is our order so far.
Okay.
I would have run them down.
But like the names in the tier aren't in any particular order.
No, that we had them in order. This is the A tier order.
Okay.
Which as soon as I look at this, I want to make changes, but I'm just going to roll through it. A tier, we got the Stones, Beyonce, Aretha Franklin, Elvis, Stevie Wonder, James Brown, Prince, Queen, Led Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix, Diana Ross, Metallica, Chuck Berry, Red Hot Chili Peppers, The Eagles, Lady Gaga, Foo Fighters, Pink Floyd, and the ones that we don't know were to rank, David Bowie and Bob Dylan.
So these are all A tiers?
Yeah. Dog.
I don't remember the A tiers being that many.
It's a lot of A tiers.
You got to remember, we kept adding. Like, this is how it started.
Yeah, how many names is it?
Dog, there's a lot. We probably can't name all.
And for the record, Leonard Skinner is not in S or A tier because they are above. They are not on this list in any fashion.
We can't.
They can't be ranked.
We haven't voted them yet. But I would go to hell that they are, or I'd fight like hell that they're like bottom A.
Get out of here.
But I can't do it. Because,
We're just talking about original Leonard Skinner, not the Leonard Skinner that exists now.
Looking at this list, I don't know.
Lady Gaga in the A tiers. I mean,
Lady
you could argue her.
Dog, Lady
being
Gaga is an A tier artist.
She is really
I
good,
won't have
but I
any
could
of
say-
that talk.
Listen.
There's an argument for B.
I like Lady Gaga.
So do
she
I.
is talented.
I thought you were about to go Kanye.
There's too many people in.
What the fuck
There's
does she
too
know
many
about
people.
cameras?
There's too many people in this A tier.
Dude, Gaga got hits. Gaga's got jams, stage presence.
I agree.
All right, then put Shakira in A
Amazing
tier.
concert.
We've gotta push-
Dog,
count 'em.
Shakira
How many?
cannot sing like Gaga.
Shakira can dance.
She can just dance, you sick freak. You just want to watch her dance.
No.
Shakira and Gaga aren't even
I
comparable.
like her music.
Okay. Name one song.
You like Shakira? Yeah, please. I can name more Shakira songs than you. Go ahead.
Hips don't lie.
That's the only one I can name too. So.
Sick freak.
What's the
That's
one
the
that-
only song you can name?
What's the one that was the World Cup?
Well, dude, you think we watch
You
soccer?
lost me at World Cup.
Yeah.
That was like the World Cup theme song in 2014.
No clue.
Once
remember what it
again,
was.
you think we
How
watch
many?
soccer.
Count up that. However many it is in the A tier, because we got to see it. I need a number here, because it just seems like it's an unnecessary.
It is a
You
lot.
know what? I
It is a
started
lot.
counting, and then I got fat fingered. I think I'm just gonna go 20.
but it's more than 20.
No, it's 20. I at least got to 15.
Okay.
It's a lot. I'm looking at this. I think some of these are. The thing about this office, sometimes we spike vote.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Seeing Johnny Cash at the top of this B tier,
That.
and then
discredits
trying to say Skinner is A tier, but Skinner's not above the Man in Black.
Well, Johnny Cash should be A tier.
100%.
Oh, Ben, knock it off. You put Bad Bunny in A tier.
I'd love to hear Ben's A tier.
Looking at this, we got Johnny Cash. These are the three right by each other. God, I don't want to put this out. We're going to sound like absolute stooges. Johnny Cash,
I made these
Tupac,
arguments in private.
George Jones.
Yeah, see, all these arguments I personally made in private, and this is now what's being broadcasted.
Yeah.
And you realize now why I was right, which is shocking.
I'm just not going to give you. I was right. I don't know where I voted. I remember I tried to vote Tupac lower.
It's a very, I mean, as far as like kind of the office dynamics, the diversity of what people like, you know, there's a lot of different
Johnny
tastes.
Cash, Tupac, George Jones, Eminem, Janet Jackson.
And B tier?
Yeah.
Man, just.
I would say Eminem belongs in B tier. Out of all the names you listed.
Yeah, I'll give.
What do you say? All the other ones are A tier?
No, I'm just saying that's the one that I know.
Oh, they know they belong
probably
in B
belongs
tier?
there.
Yeah.
There's some names in here, dog.
Where's Taylor Swift at?
We haven't
She's
even
in there,
voted
isn't she?
T Swift. Dude, T Swift's got to be. Now, I don't know. If I got drugged to a T Swift concert and she does 44 songs, automatic D tier.
Dude, the Taylor Swift concert's
Automatic
a month.
D tier.
It's a month away, and it's all I'm getting right now.
Dog,
All
44 songs? I might know 3. That's love. What you got is love, man.
I'm not going to the concert.
Oh, you just going to?
No. I'm not doing
That's
that.
crazy. Shout out to her as an artist, personally. That's fantastic.
Yeah, good for her.
If I was there, though, might be out.
They're 44. I mean, you want to go and enjoy a
Unreleased.
concert.
How long does the concert last?
Oh, goodness gracious.
Like, she deserves such a shout out because I know she was like, I do an extra because of that whole ticket situation. No doubt about it. Make sure they got their money's worth. 44 songs is crazy. That is a greatest hits album front and back twice.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But she just probably doesn't sing the whole entire song for every single one, though, right?
There's probably some of that, some shorter songs. But
No
still,
way, dude.
that's
If I'm at
lot
a
of
concert, I
That's
want
a
the
lot.
whole song because everybody has different favorite parts of a song.
Right.
If she,
So what-
if she
okay.
cut Love Story short before it got to the end, I'd be pissed. I would be so pissed.
I don't even think she did Love Story. I think
Probably
that's what
not.
Lauren was telling me.
Of the 44 songs, she didn't do Love Story.
I think Lauren told me that, if I'm not mistaken, because she knows all about the.
Well,
concert.
like the concerts they do, they try and like do like some of the newer music.
Well,
right?
it's called the Eras Tour. So
Eras?
it's
Oh.
like all of her stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's like the
How
whole thing.
dare she? I hate to say that about T Swift, but how dare she?
Just imagine how wild that situation is going to be. Goodness gracious, man.
Dude, that traffic
Just
is
the,
going to
the
be.
traffic.
Are
the
you
number-
driving or are you going to
No.
Uber?
I am. My butt's staying here in Montgomery.
Oh, you and the daughter
Me
had
and the daughter are hanging out.
the weekend.
Yeah.
Dog, that's brutal.
Yeah.
44 songs.
What's an acceptable set list for you? You're going to a concert, not a festival, but it's a one band artist. How many songs you want to hear? You paid. Let's just say $300 for the ticket.
3 bills. Let me get 12.
12 songs.
12, and I don't mind an intro.
12. Does that include?
And I mean an intro
encore?
band. Does that include an encore?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, because while they're encoring, hey, let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's go ahead and make our way to the car.
But you're like me. There's very few people that you would actually go see.
Yeah, I don't want to say online who's the only person I want to go see simply because of the atmosphere. I'd say a Dixie Chicks concert just because I know the vibe
You mean
will
the
be
Chicks?
nice and mellow. I said what I said.
You mean the Chicks?
It'll be a nice,
He said what he said.
mellow vibe.
I'm going
Nothing
to
but bangers.
I'm going to see the Foo Fighters this summer.
Really?
Yeah, Birmingham.
How do you think that the atmosphere that can go either way?
It's going to be, we'll be in the younger group. You know what I mean? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It can go either way.
We definitely won't be the youngest people there, but we certainly won't be the oldest.
Not at all.
There's
Yeah.
a concert in Atlanta that I want to go to. Do y'all want to go?
What is it?
What's the lineup?
Yours truly and Against the Current.
Ben, until your bands get decent
It's
names.
$25.
Yeah, I'm out. I might as well,
Look,
might as well go to a Denny's metal concert.
I'm not going to. I'm going to see the Foo Fighters, and that's about the only concert. Like I said, I'd probably go see Avenged
No,
Sevenfold.
I've asked so many people if they want to go to that concert to me, and they're like, "No, I don't want to listen to that kind of music."
Where is it?
It's not that in Atlanta.
What is it? Is
I
that
know that, but where?
is that EDM?
I don't know. I don't know the name of the place.
Well, no. What type of genre?
It's like pop punk, really, pop rock, kind of. Not pop rock.
Honestly,
like
if I was a single dude and didn't have anything else to do, I would probably go with you. But I don't. I'm not, and I don't.
I'm actually happily married with a child.
It's not bad music. It's not like that that
I don't
stuff
think
that you
is
think
pop
of
punk
when you say
even
punk.
a genre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Give me an example of something. Alex, you would know. Help me out.
Oh, who,
Like Avril Lavigne.
No.
Maybe back in the day, yeah.
Oh, what's that group called? What's that? There's a group called that you even know
Pop punk.
that that's kind of like pop punk. All Time Low.
Okay. I've heard of them.
Yeah.
I would go because I'm all about going and see. Like if I know that they're a band with instruments and not the EDM stuff or anything like that, I'll pretty much. There was a time in my life where I would go see anybody because there's so many.
It's airplane. It's not the
keeps
Star
getting
Wars.
me. Goodness gracious.
I don't know why it happens all the time. I don't know why today you're like.
It's every time we record, they just fly.
I've never noticed it until today. Anyway, because you never know when you see a band in person, they may turn you on to something. Like the Alabama Shakes. I had never heard of them before I saw them in concert and was like, wow, where have they been?
They used to perform at Tuscaloosa all the
That's where I
time,
saw them.
and we would drunkenly boo them. Like, dude, let's get out of here. I can't even hear what you're saying. This band's too loud. And I love them. I hate I missed out on that. Enjoying it.
And you probably saw them when they were in bars.
Oh,
not
yeah.
at the amphitheater
Yeah.
down the street, actually putting on a real show.
Right there on the strip.
Yeah.
This is, I'm not going to say my age on here, but, I'm not afraid of my age. I'm just not going to do that.
No.
Oh, man. What else?
But Ben, I'm sorry, I would go with you. I really would. I'm not just saying that.
Ben, I need you to rank these, though, as far as in their tier. How would you rank? Did y'all just hear my stomach?
Yeah, I didn't know what that was. I heard
My
it.
stomach.
I didn't know.
Yeah, my stomach was letting me know, bitch, we got to eat. All you had was eggs. So, in C tier, we do have the Spice Girls, NSYNC, Korn. I honestly think Korn got a bad rep. That's just me. But I do love Spice Girls as well.
So what are we?
Never mind, Ben. I don't know why I even asked you.
Yeah, I mean, how am I supposed to rank those when I don't even know who any of them are besides NSYNC?
You don't know who Korn is? You don't know who NSYNC is?
I know who NSYNC is because that one time John made me guess who it was. That's the only reason why I know who they are.
I mean,
And then Bye Bye Bye. I mean,
that just makes me feel like we've got too many. Like I said, we've got too many in the A tier.
No.
I'm gonna keep going back to that.
Who are you going to take out the A tier? Pink Floyd. You taking them out of A tier?
Personally, yes.
Foo Fighters.
I mean, if I'm being honest, yes, probably.
Lady Gaga.
Yes.
Dude, now you're just getting ahead of yourself.
Look, if
The
we're
Eagles.
taking,
Are you taking the Eagles out of A tier?
I don't think you can take the Eagles out of A tier.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I think you can take them out.
Chuck Berry.
Don't think you can take him out.
Metallica.
That one's tough. I'm trying to look at it as objectively as I can.
I hear you.
I really am.
When did we vote on Diana Ross? I don't remember there was vote on Diana Ross.
I don't even remember who posed that one, but I
Oh,
mean,
it was definitely Quentin.
was it? It might have been me.
Really?
She's probably A tier.
Yeah. Jimi Hendrix, Zeppelin, Queen, Prince, James Brown,
You can't take any of
Stevie
those out.
Wonder, Elvis, Aretha Franklin,
Can't take
Beyonce, the Stones. So
Man.
there's about only 5 or 6 we could remove. That would still have to be argued.
And it's just bump them down a tier.
But dude, moving somebody from A tier to B tier is huge.
But you're telling me that there's only 2 S tiers.
I don't think there's any other artists on the same level
it's very hard to get to S tier.
as Michael Jackson and the Beatles. Just don't.
I would agree with that.
I mean, to be honest with you, as of right now, living, who's the closest thing is probably Beyonce. And that's crazy to say. And that's not
That's not crazy to say.
It's not crazy to say. I think some of the heat that comes with Beyonce is her fan base.
I mean, you've got individuals that are alive who are parts of.
I'm sorry, going right now, making music for right now, even for however long it's been.
Robert Plant's still making music.
That's not on the same tier as
I don't know
Michael
Robert
Jackson
Plant
and
is.
Beyonce.
I know, but
I'm just talking
saying,
about alive right now.
alive right now.
Alive right now, that would be on the close, even remotely close to the same tier as Michael Jackson.
That's what I'm saying. It has to be Beyonce and probably T Swift behind her.
I'd say probably T Swift. Yeah.
Now that's based solely on popularity, though, not the actual music.
Dog, they got jams though.
I'm not saying that they don't have jams.
Are you saying they're?
I mean,
jams?
that's what we're talking about. Michael Jackson back in the day. I mean, like,
But there's so much more to every one of the artists on this list than just their popularity.
Dog,
Because who do you know goes around and listens to Stevie Wonder all the time, or
I know some
or Chuck
people.
Berry?
yeah.
I definitely
know what I
know
mean?
some people.
I mean, I'm sure there are. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that they're not. But
So
yes, Beyonce
So
has
there's
sold a lot of
also.
records.
Are you saying there's also some influence to these votings as well?
100%.
Because I mean, with that, you still got. I don't think you can still move Beyonce or T Swift. I don't think we've fully seen Taylor Swift's influence on music. But I mean, Beyonce, you can see that with so many artists. You know, nobody really does music videos, but choreography and stuff like that.
And maybe this is something that it's a discussion because all the people that for the most part, that we have on this list it's been 20, 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
And history has, like, okay, well, this is why.
You know it's going to be
They're so
funny?
good.
We're going to get old, and then one day just sit down and listen to some Beyonce, be like, damn, dog.
And I was finding this video of me just trashing it.
We'll be like,
What was I
dog,
thinking?
This
man?
is some good shit.
I'm not trashing Beyonce. It's just
You don't think she...
when you have a conversation about the
greats.
greatest musicians of all time, it's really hard for me to put her in there. And honestly, and if I'm talking purely from a talent perspective, I mean, Michael Jackson didn't play any instruments. Now he sang and danced unbelievably, but I think that I kind of got Beyonce and Michael Jackson because they for me the ability to play an instrument is so important. You know what I'm saying?
But it just depends on the band. Some bands, everybody didn't play something. The vocalist.
Well,
sometimes
that's what
didn't
makes
play.
the band
Right. So
great.
you can't. It's hard to do that because you're comparing multiple people to one.
So it would be
Now I'm saying like somebody like Prince is a different category, but we're not trying. I don't want to go down that road. That's a dangerous road with so many more bumps than just.
I get, and I know what I'm saying is complicated and it may sound stupid, but I don't know. It's
I had to
just
sleep like Dracula last night with the heating pad. I'm in so much damn pain.
but you guys are right. Taylor Swift, Beyonce, as far as living current day,
I don't even know
artists.
if it's close as any.
Y'all are looking at it as like the music, like you're
No.
looking at it as music perspective. I mean, like
think I
back in the
am.
day, back in the day, whenever Michael Jackson was first coming out, everybody was like fainting in the crowd, and like there's millions of people going to his concerts. People like that were listening to like the Beatles back in that were older when Michael Jackson first came out. I was like, oh, Michael Jackson's never gonna be as big as the Beatles.
Well, and that's what I was saying.
Because they just didn't like his type of music.
That's what I'm saying. It took most of these artists 30, 40 years to really be recognized for the greatness that they were. Not saying that they weren't recognized at their time,
Yeah.
but
I mean, popularity definitely has something to do with it. Because
I feel like we're going to go back and look at T Swift's and Beyonce's runs and just realize the level of eliteness that they have.
exactly, that's what I'm saying.
now we could do what I would.
Are
love
there
to do.
no dude artists close? I hate to sound
No.
like a sexist.
I mean, Bad Bunny is.
Dude,
Why
don't
does he
bring
keep bringing up Bad Bunny?
What is your deal?
Dude, you don't understand how big he is.
Hey man, cut your mic. All right, cut his mic.
You asked me what dude, and I told you.
I mean, but how long has his run been? At
At
least
it's been a few
Beyonce. I mean,
years.
Beyonce's been going since the '90s.
I mean,
dog.
country. You've got a couple of big country artists that are pretty big, but when you look at them and the scope of Taylor Swift and Beyonce,
who are you
they just-
talking about?
Nobody.
I mean, you got Luke Combs, Chris Stapleton. They're pretty big.
Yeah, they're pretty big, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't say they're on the level of.
Do you think they
Taylor
could get
Swift or
there?
Beyonce even close.
In an honest question,
I think
Combs
Chris
could.
Stapleton is so talented, but
Yeah. He
is.
he's just not. I mean, what part of what draws people into Beyonce, Taylor Swift is the show,
yeah.
and big old bearded guy just getting up there howling. It's not
But dog,
necessarily
he's singing, though.
Man, he can sing. Golly, he can sing.
He needs us to open for him. Really bring the people in.
I don't think he's struggling bringing the people in. But my point is,
And I know
that level of Taylor Swift.
The show is
going
part of the-
batty
Yeah.
over the tickets and stuff like that, shutting down Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
Is there a dude artist doing that?
No.
And the answer is no. Other than maybe those Korean boys, and I don't even think they're doing anything.
you don't
yet.
think Drake.
BTS. Drake, maybe? Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about Drake.
Whatever happened to Justin Bieber? He was set up for success. And then what happened? He just calmed down.
I think that
His music started getting worse.
he got on drugs, and then he kind of came back around. I don't know.
God, I hope he didn't get on drugs.
No,
Who
I
else?
know he's not now.
There were so many people headed close. Like, let's not forget when Chris Brown first came out, and then
Yeah.
he's a woman beater.
What about
Re-
Nelly? Nelly.
No, dog. Nelly was never headed towards that level. Nelly's, don't get twisted, for his time, Nelly was off the chain. I don't think so. Like, especially with rap, you have to compare them in any genre. You got to compare them to the top of their level, and like to get to that Drake and Jay-Z level, I don't think Nelly was ever there. I don't think a lot of hip hop people like to base their rankings on lyrics, and that's one thing I don't think Nelly could mess with those two at. As far as selling out with lyrics and still having context, that's tough to do nowadays.
So
Or
looking
even
back
then.
and in like years down the road, do you think that people would mention T-Pain on like one of those lists because his vocals are like
They
the best in the
absolutely
world right
should.
now?
It's auto tune.
No. T-Pain can
No,
actually
he can
sing.
sing.
I don't.
And I'm not
I like
talking about his
T-Pain.
recent stuff. T-Pain can absolutely sing, but I think it will take years because people like the first thing that you mentioned, they'll say auto-tune. T-Pain is an amazing artist. He really is. He really is. I don't know what level you put him because you got to think as far as influence, what he brought, everything
Oh, dude, in high
was
school?
auto-tuned after T-Pain dropped it.
Yeah.
That's a massive influence to the point where they had to drop songs called Death of Autotune. No more of this shit.
Yeah.
So that's a good one, Ben. Oh, what's the name? Teddy something. I forgot what the P stands for. Oh, no, I'm sorry, the T. Tallahassee Pain. That's what T-Pain stands for.
Oh. I did not know that.
Yeah. He actually has a really nice podcast.
I think that those BTS boys, though, they certainly rival Taylor Swift and Beyonce as far as their popularity goes.
Now, are they making good music, or are we talking NSYNC, Backstreet
I mean,
Boys?
You talk
I
to
think
their
it's just-
fans, they're going to say yes.
Yeah.
I mean, what I've heard, it's kind of plug and play, but,
We're going to have to listen to decide what level. Is it a fad music?
like I'm
or
telling
is
you, it's every day, every single, and they're not
Pull
even
it up on
doing
your
anything
iPad.
right now. They're not
Huh?
even,
Pull it up on your iPad.
I'm not pulling up. No, I don't want my algorithms messed up.
they're not even doing anything. Right? I think they're all in the military because you have to
They
serve in
are.
the military in South Korea.
They are.
Really?
You have to serve, yeah. But every day something's trending about one of or all of them.
So
It's
when they come
unbelievable.
back, it's going
Oh,
to be a
dude,
big
it's
deal.
insane. It's insane.
Oh, the comeback is gonna be huge.
Oh, it's gonna be. I mean, you think the Taylor Swift shutting Ticketmaster down was a big deal? It's gonna be. I don't get it, but good for
You've
them.
definitely heard one of their
Don't
songs
understand it one
Yeah.
bit, but
Hey, more power to them.
yeah. I mean, I would never hate on somebody's
before, though. I
success.
mean, music in Korea is just huge, like more than you think.
The boy band thing,
Yeah.
that's
Which
just-
is weird, but
Oh,
it's all
huge
groups.
here.
Like there's no like
Yeah, but that
individuals in Korea. It's all
it's been a
just
while,
groups.
dog. About 20, 30 years.
I mean, BTS is big here.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. You've heard one of their songs before.
Dog,
They're
I'm telling you,
worldwide.
I have not.
Yes, you have.
Ah,
and you didn't
You
realize
absolutely
it was.
have. You
You have
don't know
100%.
that it was them, but you have absolutely heard one of their songs.
That's depressing.
Yeah. It's been in a commercial or something that you've definitely.
That's great. Shout out to them, though. I didn't know they were doing it like
Have you ever
that.
heard the BTS meal at McDonald's?
The only meal I know is the Cardi B and Offset meal, and I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. what all comes in it?
I have no idea.
It's like 2 sandwiches, a fry, and like 2 drinks.
Yeah,
Is that for 2 people?
I guess.
I guess.
But no, I don't think anybody buys it for two people. They just buy it for themselves because they're
Like two large drinks from
What
a
about
fast
The
food
Weeknd?
restaurant. So I don't know.
a lot of people. Some people don't like The Weeknd. Like one
Is
of
it
my
just, like,
buddies that's
personal?
big into music. He doesn't like The Weeknd at all.
What's his reason behind it?
He doesn't like his voice. His voice is too like high
See,
pitched.
now that's too personal. Because he can sing.
Justin Timberlake.
I like some JT.
I'm still just throwing out names, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, he really soured with the boob gate.
Oh my God, that was like 20 years ago.
No, people don't forget.
What even is that?
What?
I don't know what boob gate is.
Dog.
Can we explain it?
You know what boob gate.
Surely you know. You're not
Dog,
that young.
when he pulled out Janet Jackson's tit at the Super Bowl halftime show
I don't remember that.
Wow.
on live TV.
Live TV.
I don't think I've ever seen.
I might have
something
been
like that
in
before.
middle school.
I mean, yeah.
He did it himself.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It was
get
an
you
accident.
naked at the end of this song.
It wasn't on purpose, but it happened.
That was on purpose.
I don't think he meant to pull her whole boob out.
Dude,
I could be wrong.
the
It's been a long
lyrics
time
and
since I've seen
everything added up. He didn't say, it'd be different if I could keep your clothes on and then, she dumped out. The lyrics are, I think they said I could get you naked or something like that. But in this song, that was done on purpose.
I don't think I've ever heard or seen that before.
He just got no blame for it. Janet got like shunned.
And are you saying that ruined his career?
it. Ruined her career.
Oh, her career.
Because people don't realize how big Janet Jackson was, but not at the time. But like her and her career, to be Michael Jackson's sister and still have a beyond successful career,
Standalone.
yeah. But I don't. Justin Timberlake, didn't he come back and try to do country like Memphis
It's
something?
not country, but it's certainly, not Backstreet or NSYNC type stuff. You know what I mean? Not pop.
I don't know, dude. I like JT, but he just soured on people. Like once people got older and like, that was a little, because they also put that Cry Me a River on him for the stuff he did to B. Spears. Just coming out with a multi-platinum distance song. Because they say the whole song was about her. And that's a jam.
I don't know about that.
I would hate to have a relationship and it ends, the way it ended, and the person it was with comes out with the top, number one hit.
Oh, well, all I've been hearing about is that the country singer girl. You know what I'm talking about?
Lainey Wilson.
Well, that ass.
No. The one that had a divorce.
What was that?
The one that had a divorce.
Y'all must not know. That's,
R.I.P.
Is
Loretta
she
Lynn.
new?
No, she's not new. She's been around. Anyway, it's been a whole bunch of drama going back and forth. Songs. And anyway, y'all don't know what I'm talking about.
You have a wife, and that does that listens
that's
to that.
exactly right.
That's why we
it's
don't
so
know.
bizarre. A woman who's happily married with a child and a loving husband just is totally into this woman who's talking about her husband broke her heart and all. It's just bizarre.
Like in the song? That's a lot of country music, though.
It's
Women sad. They got.
She
They got
throwing
their-
out diss tracks or something.
It's deeper than like just traditional country.
Well, you
music.
got to remember, Usher Raymond came out with Confessions.
Basically, this guy who is like an unknown artist wrote this song after they split up, saying that she blindsided him
Yeah.
by splitting up. All right, and then she claps back with a whole like mini movie on YouTube with songs. It's like a little mini musical
Dog.
saying the complete opposite, and it's wild.
That's equivalent to Facebook.
It's like Facebook and music.
I don't know you, but
Absolutely.
I know what's going on with your life because you posted.
Exactly.
That's crazy. I'd hate to have my personal influence or my personal information out there like that in a song, something nice and catchy.
Something that will be there forever. I mean,
Imagine the sneak disses people could come up with about you and put it in a song that could be catchy. When you get drunk, you snore. I'd be hurt like if that was a number one hit. Look at his ass. Look at him walk over there.
it's driving me nuts. I cannot think of that girl's name.
I know, man. You brought up such a good point, and we can't go. The Chicks or the Dixie Chicks. Their last album was divorce based, and so was Adele's. But they say Adele's album was titties. It's a big can of ass and titties. I didn't even listen to it.
I'm not caught up in any like the country music scene anymore, hardly.
I only know about it because of my wife.
Listen,
Like the
I
Morgan
tell you
Wallen
what,
album that just came out. I mean, I
Listen,
listened to like the first
the
couple.
country-
You like that song on there, don't you?
What song?
That didn't he got some Tennessee song on there?
Yeah, Tennessee Orange.
Yeah.
Jesus
something.
Christ.
You all about that?
No, I don't know what it was.
Dehydrated piss.
I don't know if it was on that album, but I didn't listen to the album.
Or country music goes as Nashville. Now that Nashville is trendy and all this stuff, that's where country
Kelsey
music is.
Ballerini.
Oh yeah, well,
Oh, okay, yeah,
no
yeah.
clue.
I know who that is. I was trying to think of her name. I couldn't think of it.
Yeah.
Ben,
Look
go
it
ahead.
up. It's some drama though. It's some crazy stuff.
Chat me her name once we get back. I'll definitely just let a video because somebody's done a video of it on YouTube. Let that play
Yeah.
in the background.
Yeah.